What's up, guys? My name is Tubby. I went to Elimination Chamber. Overall, I'm going to go through the results right now. The opening match of the night was the Raw Elimination Chamber. Let me start off by saying the Raw Elimination Chamber was okay. There was a lot of slow points in it, and I think the main reason was Punk seemed like he was legitimately hurt. And I don't know if he is or not, but on a couple of the grapples and the lariats, he seemed so slow after, he went over the top on one of the ropes on one of the moves. Overall, it was all right. And a lot of people in the audience, and I was sitting there like, are you that dumb? Come on, guys. Know what you're talking about. Near the end, when it came down to Miz, Punk, and Jericho, Jericho kept beating down on Kofi Kingston after he eliminated him. And the door opened, and Jericho was beating the shit out of him and followed him to the door. And that's when Punk hit the big kick to the head and knocked Jericho outside the ring and knocked him out, took the camera guy down with him, and everybody's like, oh my god, he's legitimately hurt, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, there's going to be Jericho versus Punk tonight for the championship, blah. No. And a lot of people are like, he's legitimately hurt. No, what that sets up now is, because Punk won, is Punk versus Jericho, because Jericho never lost. Punk didn't beat him. He was knocked out, and they couldn't compete. And that's how the feud starts, in my opinion, and I think it will be Punk versus Jericho at WrestleMania 28. The other matches, you had the Divas match between Tamina and Beth Phoenix. Actually, a very good match. I was like, it's going to be a bathroom match. I'm like, even at home, when it's a bathroom match, people at the stadium were getting up and leaving. I enjoyed it. Once Tamina was going for the splash a couple times and finally hit it and kicked out, I was like, nope, she lost. Good challenge. Maybe we get to see Karma now for WrestleMania 29. She just had her baby. I don't know how much time she needs, with breastfeeding and all that shit. And then the next match was... God, what was the next match? I can't even remember. But they did have a filler match between Justin Gabriel and Jack Swagger, which was meh. It was alright, I guess. And then you had the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. Now, let me tell you. The SmackDown Elimination Chamber... everybody thought Santino was going to get knocked out. He didn't. And overall, it was a very, very good match. I mean, there was parts of it when the crowd absolutely lit up, and a lot of the parts, the audience was booing so bad, and boring chants were going. And I don't know if you guys heard them, but they were just going on. Trust me. When it was Big Show, Wade Barrett, and Cody Rhodes, there was boring, boring. And then Santino finally came in, and Santino's going to town. Khali, everybody's like, you can't fucking wrestle, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was really interesting. Khali got out by a Big Show from the spear. And yeah, when Santino eliminated Cody Rhodes, and then he eliminated Wade Barrett, people in the audience were going crazy. Absolutely crazy. Santino tonight got the biggest pop out of anybody. People got on their feet when it came down to Santino versus Daniel Bryan. And when Santino hit that Cobra on Daniel Bryan, the fucking audience lit up, guys. Trust me, lit the fuck up. And then he kicked out. LaBelle Hockey was over, which is all right. And one thing that, John Laurinaitis was going to make an announcement tonight, and the announcement was that he wants to be the SmackDown general manager as well. And he had 3 superstars come out and basically affirm his beliefs. You had Alberto Del Rio made a return tonight. You had Mark Henry that was there. And Christian. Even Christian was on his side saying how unfair Teddy Long is. Pretty boring segment, but they both came out, and it was kind of a return for Del Rio and Christian. Although Christian and Del Rio hate each other, so it doesn't really make sense. And then came time for John Cena versus John Cena versus Kane after that filler match. And overall, there were some good spots in the match. A lot of the parts were boring, but in the end, John Cena did win. He AA'd Kane off the ambulance on the padding, of course, pulled him out, put him in the ambulance. Cena actually set up stairs during the match. It was going to AA Kane through the table, but Kane choke slammed him through. That was a huge pop from the audience. And other than that, it was a pretty boring pay-per-view. I mean, for you guys, it could have been a lot better because you could have done stuff in between the matches. But for me, when I'm there was nothing really too exciting. The Elimination Chamber, the Big Show climbing into D. Bryant's cage. If you guys didn't get to see it, Big Show ripped the top off of Daniel Bryan's cage and actually climbed inside and started beating up Daniel Bryan. Overall, pretty much everybody won that I thought was going to win. And except for the United States Championship match because I didn't know it was on the card. But overall, it was an alright pay-per-view. I would give it a 7 out of 10 because I saw it live. It may have been better for you guys. Did you see my fat ass on camera? I was trying not to get on camera. I was in 210. And guys, my name is Tubby. Hit the like for the results video. And what did you think about Elimination Chamber? Leave it in the comment section below. Guys, Tubby out. I got a flight to catch.